Guys, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Ladies and gents, so the show is about to start. Try to be super comfortable, okay? It's your stage, it's your moment. You all look divine and amazing, that's why you're here, that's why we chose you. So don't worry, even if you make mistakes, just shine. When you go left, next one right, left, right, left, right. We call it fountain, okay? Is that good? Did you all have a little bit of Prosecco? Maybe it's good, you know, to freshen up after all that lights in here. Okay, I wish everyone a great show, okay? Enjoy the
Give them space, please. Come up, yeah. Cue this way around.
So I actually started Mode Suisse more than 8 years ago because the first edition, official edition of Mode Suisse was in 2012. The idea came up even much longer than that because through my job and show producing for many young designers and up-and-coming designers, there was, especially in Switzerland, there was always this lack of a serious platform really taking care of the Swiss designers' needs, and not only winning an award and a prize here and there, but having continual support throughout the seasons, and not only being a nice tête d'affiche on a poster, a name that is hot for the season. Especially back then, many people always made a big fuss around putting together a platform like this. It was always like, oh, we need to have millions of francs to do it, and it's so complicated. And I was like, hey, it's not that complicated if you cut it down to the simple needs. So yeah, it was kind of a really natural outcome of my job, and especially back in the days, I was working with so many different young up-and-coming designers between London Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, Milan, Berlin, and Switzerland, and many fashion schools. And so, I loved, and I still love my job, and it was just natural, and my surroundings, that kind of, it was super natural. And at some point I was having a coffee with Claudia Zuber on Bellevue, and I was just like, okay, come on, let's do it, and put together a platform, and it was really the kickoff, and a few months later it did happen for the first time.
My job today is a Backstage coordinator, one of a team of 3 that operates Backstage, from fittings, making sure the models are all here, ensuring that the fittings are on time, which is the main thing. We then go on to do the model boards, get that all set up. Then we go on to, once all the designers' clothes are all done, then we go on to making the model rails, ensuring that all the clothes for each individual model are placed appropriately in this room for when it's show time on show day.
The designers, they prepare their collections, also like with accessories, with shoes. And my job is like to find with them like the right model for the look. Every designer has a certain amount of models, and in this group we have to find the right girl or the right boy for the right look. But for the pants, are they very stretchy or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we wanted
because they look so skinny. Yeah.
I really try to work with the same people for many years. This is really ideal because there will be your rocks together with you on a production. I've met Luke through my work at London Fashion Week, and we clicked, we became friends, and when we started Mode Suisse 8-9 years ago, he said, Yannick, I want to come over and help you even if you don't have any budget, and that's what he did.
I think because the core team is the same, we know, we come in, we know what we have to do. if there's any changes. But I think because of the experience that we have, it allows the new members of the team also to see that, you know, it's covered, it's done, they can slot in, they can work with us in a really good way, and we get this show done.
In what we do, it's the human point of view is very, very important, because we have very long days. We really sometimes stop working in the middle of the night, and you have to get along together. You have to be able to trust each other and try to be as little hysterical as possible. So I really like to have great people around me.
Mode Suisse is really important because it's the only platform and it's like the best one, I would say. And for me to move from London to come here, I also have to shake a little bit of Switzerland. So, and Mode Suisse is the one and only.
Mode Suisse is a really good platform for Swiss designers to show their collection and also to get in touch with some buyers or even the public to get to know the brand.
I've been only in Switzerland for now a little bit more than 3 years, and actually I've never been welcomed by a community like this anywhere else, but they really value my aesthetic, and I'm really quickly in the market, so the whole thing is really valuable for me. Yeah.
I'm here now for the fourth time, and it's always a pleasure and a big opportunity to show my collections in Mode Suisse, because it's a very professional event.
I'm really quite pleased with what we've achieved with Mode Suisse in the last 8-9 years, because nowadays, at least and especially in the industry, in the small fashion industry, there's a total awareness of it. People know where to look at if they want to find out about interesting Swiss fashion design. Online, there's always a PDF how to apply to Mode Suisse, and it's open to everyone that has somehow a relationship with or to Switzerland. With the jury, we sit together twice a year and we have a look at the dossiers and at the designers. They have a little window of 15 minutes where they can introduce themselves to the jury, where they're asked to bring a few of their pieces, and then it's a very, very neutral jury where we have people from the buying, from the media, of course ourselves, we're in. And we select the 9 to 12 brands that are going to be with us every season.
The most important part for a successful show is that all the technical parts are working together. So like we have the sound, the light, and with all the designers all have to be on time. On this edition we have a room that has already good lighting set up, so we just add some special light for the cameras. The music is very important for the show because it supports the feeling of the fashion. So it's the choreographer Yannick who chooses the music. He has all the pictures of the clothes or the real clothes, and he finds some music that fits to the clothes.
Hi, my name is Tony Thornburg. We're here at Mode Suisse edition 15. We're doing the rehearsal and fitting today. The show will be tomorrow, and I'll be walking for Garnison, Forbidden Dinimers, and also Rafael Couto.
I am Tony Trea de Nougat, German Next Top Model of 2018, and I am here because I am working for Mode Suisse and for different designers, and I'm here for the second time. I love about Mode Suisse that it's like so many different designers coming together and like bringing together this amazing show, and like so many people working on set, so many different models, and like the pieces, like the clothes pieces are so amazing, and it's like it's art basically.
I'm Valentina, I'm 25 and I'm modeling since 10 years already now, and Mode Suisse, I've been walking actually since the beginning on, and so today I just enjoy being here and see all the Mode Suisse family again.
Well, I think it's one of the few platforms that people actually do have to collaborate and come together. So that is one of the most exciting things to look into and to look forward to within the fashion industry here in Zurich and in Switzerland. It is a small community and there are not that many people who are involved, but the ones who are very passionate, and I think they really care about what they're doing.
My name is Nadine. I'm a model. I'm modeling here today for Mode Suisse edition 15, I believe. I love it. It's always very great because it's Swiss designers and it's just amazing to see this supportive environment for fashion here. So it's a lot of fun.
We've all got the same goal, to make sure Mode Suisse is delivered properly and efficiently, and yeah, and everybody has fun at the same time as well. It's, you know, a bit of fun and get the job done.
The most difficult part, very honestly, is not to get media coverage, because that's still a great thing, even if unfortunately, especially the print is going through really hard times, but there's so much happening online. But the toughie is the buyers. So they do come to Mode Suisse, which we're super happy about. The big ones come, the smaller stores come, that's all excellent. But the moment that they discover things on the catwalk and that they really buy it for the stores, that remains something that is that really takes time and patience, and it's impossible to do a platform like Mode Suisse without fundings and sponsoring. You do need the support. We are indeed, at the moment, we have to think very much about where the project is going to go, because we are lucky enough now until 2021 we have this support for a strong foundation of fundings with Engagement Micro Pro Helvetia, ZSIG and the Zumsteck Stiftung Association. Those four are our Trägerschaft, they're our founders, funding body until 2021. And this gives us the freedom also to be able to support on a daily business, you know.
When I first came on board and we were doing shows in a day and a half, that's including fittings, which is quite different from in London when you have the fashion, you know, the fittings are done completely away with the designer, and then you come on and then you do the show. So it was quite an eye-opener to come in and see fittings on a day and a half. And now we're on day 3. So that makes it smoother. There's no, the stress is less. There is no stress, it's less. You know, we've got 3 days, we have time, yeah. And I think that's for everybody, the models, the production, all the crew. So yeah, it's changed a lot. It's really come a long way, it really has. Everything is, well, let's say most of the things that I know are under control. Back here, it's slightly relaxed, you know, the models have gone into hair and makeup again. Feed them, everyone gets fed, and then we'll go get the dresses back in, and we'll get them by their rails at 6:30. Then the models will start coming to the rails in 20 to 7, first looks, and then we're ready to go.
So the feeling of tonight's Mode Suisse edition is a very natural and organic feeling. So the girls should really feel comfortable, look comfortable, just natural, glowing and beautiful. That reflects the clothes. Usually we love to do natural looks, and a look that you just look like you just woke up, for example. Yeah. And for this look that looks like nothing, we still use tons of product, of course. We love to use face and body foundation for the skin. It's actually like a second skin. So if you want to look with a perfect skin, but effortless, it's amazing. And we just apply it with our hands. So really easy and quick. And then the first look is very organic. So it's a monochrome look with brownish colors. And imagine you have like 5 minutes in the morning. You put on your foundation. You take one lipstick, buff it around the eyes, on the cheeks and on the lips. And then you put on some mascara and then off you go. So that's the look we're going for. For the second look, I just grabbed my products, everything is over there. We did some white eyeliner just on the bottom of the eyes for a really fresh and young look, but it's more clean and more cool. So the first one is a little bit more girly. And then to make it even more clear, we use gloss. We use gloss on the eyelid, on the cheeks and also on the lips. So we're looking for a highlighter that's not shimmery, but still effective. So for perfect sculpting, you use a oil stick. It's also moisturizing. And then I use some creamy highlighter and put it on top. So what you get is the perfect highlighter that's glowing and soft.
Bei diesem Model machen wir jetzt gerade so einen Runway-Look. Da machen wir dann einen schönen Scheitel und dann richtig strähnig frisieren.
Wir sind ja nicht das erste Jahr, wo wir dabei sind bei Mode Suisse. Also wir wissen langsam ein bisschen, was eigentlich gewünscht wird. Und uns natürlich im Vorfeld wir uns sehr viele Gedanken machen. Wir wissen auch ungefähr, welche Designer dabei sind. Beim Meeting präsentieren wir unsere Vorschläge an Yannick und der Claudia präsentieren, weil wir möchten natürlich auch, dass es ein bisschen mit uns zu tun, oder wo wir vor allem auch Spass haben zu machen. Und ja, bis jetzt haben sie uns die Looks abgenommen. Ich möchte das allen Jungen, die bei mir arbeiten, weitergeben, damit sie auch wissen, was eigentlich Backstage-Arbeiten ist. Und da bietet sich natürlich Mode Suisse perfekt an. Wir lieben die Zusammenarbeit mit dem Yannick. Und wir möchten das unterstützen, weil sie sind wirklich noch einer der wenigsten Events, wo es um Sachen Mode geht. Und darum sind wir da voll dabei.
We've seen sort of a progression and evolution of the show that people have become very experienced with what they're doing because this is edition 15, but also I think we can also expect to see a little bit more and more changes because it wants to evolve. So not necessarily we'll see the same thing every time, even though there are same faces like myself and some of the other designers. But I think we can really look forward to what we're going to see tomorrow. From what I've already seen, it's a nice preview.
My name is Geneva Sarigoni. I'm 28 years old and I'm from Zurich, and I'm a guest from MAC Cosmetics tonight, and I can't wait to see the show.
My name is Andrea. I'm a photographer and content creator. I'm 28 and I live in Zurich as well, and I cannot wait to see the show.
What is the most exciting part about Mode Suisse? You're not first-time guests here, so what is about edition 15 that attracts you tonight here?
It's always different. Every Mode Suisse is really individual, what I really love. And I expect a dynamic show, I expect individual looks, and of course some crazy pieces, because I love crazy fashion pieces.
I'm used to the shows in Milan, Paris and New York, and I love the familiarity that we have here and the amazing talent that we have here in Switzerland, and I'm very excited to see it.
The mood of the collection, it's a little girl that she lives with her grandma in a five-star hotel. She didn't know what is the actual fashion, so the only reference that she has is her grandmother, so it's a little bit retro vintage style. We find also a little bit of uniforms, the uniforms that you can find of the workers in the hotel, the maid and everything, and it's all matched, but with the eyes of little girls.
The fifth collection is about food, as always. For autumn-winter 1920, we took the inspiration from autumn mood and autumn dishes, especially the Swiss tradition of Metzgete, which is about freshly slaughtered pigs and the meat.
The title is The Swirl, and it started from the paisley print, which is normally found from classic menswear shirt fabrics, and I wanted to use all these fabrics that reminds you of the men in authority, like bankers or businessmen, and use them into the different contexts, like feminine context and something different. So yeah, it kind of makes a metaphor that any kind of authority is actually a myth.
The season is called Vivian Lasquez. It's basically a homage to one of my friends who passed away last year. Of course, it's like sad, but it's also I want to bring the fun in her out. So, and it's still pink, of course, but this season there's like orange also. So it's a new color. There's no red, but still the pink because she loved pink. So,
the new collection is called Suspended Bodies That Will Never Fall. Basically, all the collection is remade garment or remade materials. So it's all about upcycling and lots of embroideries and little handwork. And we have different materials and different colors.
Our focus is always about the three pieces costume, but for this collection now we open it to unisex, to girls. We also have more streetwear inputs in our collection, so it opens new fields and new creative perception of our work.
Wow, just, I want to see these designs everywhere. I want to see that, this progress, and I want to see them, also to grow the ideas where they are showing here in Mode Suisse 15.
I like this edition. I saw it twice even, so I can really see how it has evolved, and I think it evolves very well. For me, it's always important that the things are wearable, and I think that especially in this edition, they managed to, the balancing act between the wearability and the creativity.
I see that every time they try to do something new, and this is what is a matter of fashion. Fashion is to constantly change, improve, showing something new, also about trends. Many brands, I'm seeing that they keep their own identity, and I'm extremely happy with them.
Fashion in Switzerland is more and more relevant now, and I think this is very important that there is a show, and to see also how the labels evolve. I think it's always very interesting, and they do, so I think it's really exciting.
To me, fashion is still, the beauty of fashion is still that it brings together so many elements. It's not just a nice dress or a nice pair of trousers, it's much more than that. First of all, it offers plenty of jobs to many people everywhere in the world, which is a great thing. And then it's still a dream factory, It to me very personally brings together so many elements, be it music, lights, a show, people. It's very alive and something very beautiful. To me personally, it's also still this spectacle moment that is exciting as well. My name is Yannick Allen. I'm the director of Mode Suisse, and together with my team and all the people involved with Mode Suisse, we tried and we try, and hopefully will go on for a long time, making the Swiss fashion scene a more seen one that has a future and that has that has its sparkling stars, finding stores and the media, and so that's what we do. We try to give selected Swiss fashion a good platform, a good window.